What is up, you guys? It's your favorite tarot reader, and I am back with another read. Okay, honey, period. Today is going to be 11/11 portal reading. We are also going into a full moon in Taurus. So, I just wanted to come on here and do a reading for y'all. It is the morning time. I just woke up. But I figured I had a little bit of time before I had to do a reading, so I would go ahead and come on here. Guys, I am taking personal readings. You can cash at me at _Caprice. You can also Apple Pay me or email me at capricecooks@icloud.com, okay? I work on energy. Energy is fluid, so this could be about you. This could be about the person that you're thinking about, or anybody that's thinking about you. It could also be about the past, the present, or the future, but somehow it's affecting your life right now, okay? Okay. So, Spirit guides, ascended master, soul family, twin flame family, please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to the collective about this 11/11 portal and about this full moon in Taurus, okay? So I do have my ancestor messages today, because I figure I'm tired of getting messages about love and third-party situations and energy of masculines not wanting to love us and stuff like that. Like, I'm done with it. I'm not focused on it. I feel like I want to focus on others and focusing on myself. So we're going to go ahead and get a message like that. What do our ancestors have to say to us? Any messages from our ancestors, Spirit? We have mountains, so stand your ground. I feel like you're really needing to stand up for yourself. We are really needing to stand up for ourselves. I kind of feel like going with the flow of life and kind of like trusting the process, whether we're down on our luck, whether we're happy, whether we're sad. I feel like we are needing to trust the process and go with the flow in order to move past the mountains. Like, if you think about mountains and like waterfalls and rivers and stuff like that, it's kind of like the only thing that can get around the mountain is the water. And it doesn't try to go through it or anything like that. It doesn't try to force its way, through the mountain. It kind of just goes with the flow and allow the currents to take the water around it. It's kind of like maneuvering. So I kind of feel like if you've been struggling financially, mentally, physically, with mental health issues, with friends, with lovers, with family members, if you've been arguing at work or anything like that, whatever the weird case is, I kind of feel like God is telling you to turn your situation upside down. See the stars, see the joy, see the happiness in either eliminating people from your life or taking the steps necessary to stand up for yourself in order to tell people that you teach people how to treat you and you want them to treat you better, okay? Okay. We also have the Earth Guardian, so needed to take care of the Earth. I also saw the Water Guardian, so I feel like we're needing to drink more water. I feel like we're needing to purify our body. Our skin is looking really, really clear. We're taking care of ourselves. We're loving on ourselves. I feel like we need to take more spiritual baths. I'm hearing more healing remedies. If you don't already, go follow Angelic Guidance 333. She has healing remedies and remedies like spiritual baths and stuff like that. I feel like it's very important that when you are in a bath, you are releasing energy. Water does hold memory. Water therapy is real. I get in the bath, I tell myself, hey, this is how I'm feeling, and then when the water is draining out, I'll allow those feelings to go away. I allow God to take that away from me. I tell God, look, take that away. I'm ready to rinse off whatever I was feeling and bring me new joy, new happiness, new love, new abundance, okay? And then I get out the tub, I turn the shower on, I rinse all the negativity off me, and then I pray over myself, okay? And that's period. So I kind of feel like, and then also with the Mother Earth here, I definitely feel like we're in a position of transformation, giving birth to our dreams. Literally anything that we want in this world, I feel like we're able to create it. We're able to make it happen. However, we have to know the power within ourselves in order to do so. We have to believe in ourselves enough to say, hey, I'm worthy of manifesting this. I'm worthy of having this. I can obtain this. And because you know that, it's easier to kind of like make it come into fruition, okay? I kind of feel like rest is very important. Also, like tattoos and stuff, I feel like somebody could have a very judgmental family member or something like that. But I do feel like our tattoos are kind of like a part of our story, a part of our history, a part of our karma, a part of kind of like what we've been through. I'm also hearing there could be somebody going vegan. There could be somebody trying to save the animals. when it comes to mermaids and the wildlife and the oceanic life, I feel like it's very important that we are aware of what's going on in the oceans right now, in the bodies of water, because the mermaids are suffering. I feel like they're like coming up to surface or needing to come up to surface just because things are getting so toxic where they are. And obviously, if you're spiritual, you know about the underground world, you know about the things and the depths that we can't see. But I feel like they're needing to be saved. I feel like we're needing to tap into the spiritual realm, to talk to the mermaids, to talk to the dolphins and the whales and stuff like that, because it's very important that we receive the messages that they have for us at this time. Okay. So if you can, if you live somewhere where you can just go to bodies of water, definitely do so. I live in the Midwest. It's very cold, but I can still kind of like go to a lake and sit in my car because I feel like it's very necessary. Now, we have the elder card here. I kind of feel like this is your significant other grandfather. If your significant other has a grandfather that passed away or some type of male figure in their life, I do feel like they are guiding them to come back towards you with animal medicine. Meaning, I'm seeing a chameleon, a turtle, a snake, and an anteater. I don't know why or what's the significant meaning to an anteater, but that's what I'm seeing. You can look them up. But I kind of feel like move beyond ancestral patterns. So things that you've done in your life that no longer serve your family. Molestation is a big thing in my family that I'm breaking that generational curse. That will not happen to my daughter. That is not her story. It's kind of like, make sure that you're doing the things that you have to do in order to make the sacrifices that are necessary, and not even just the sacrifices, but make the necessary changes. Shed the skin of anything that no longer serves your family and your highest good. I feel like a lot of us are coming into generational wealth and legacies. In order to do that, we have to break certain cycles that no longer are able to come with us on our new journey. And with this mirror guardian here, I feel like we're reflecting on exactly who we are. I feel like we are being triggered by a lot of things in our past, a lot of our exes, a lot of the, you know, the hurt that has been done within our family. A lot of things are kind of coming to light about who we are, and a lot of our life experiences are making us great teachers. A lot of us shamans are remembering our past lives, are remembering what we have been through. A lot of us light workers and people who are here to spread knowledge onto the world. I feel like we're becoming pure. We're healing our childhood wounds. We're healing our old traumas so that our heart can be pure, so that we can come to people with compassion and love and empathy, and we can give great advice, because as light workers, we go through things first so that we can have those experiences to go through so that we can teach others. And I feel like at this point, it's very important to do humanitarian work. I feel like it's very important to do to go out and work with the homeless, especially while it's getting cold, especially while it's snowing. If you can, gather your friends up, make homeless baskets and stuff like that. It's very important that we are teaching compassion to the world, that we are teaching love and light to the world, because that is what we're here for. We are light workers. We do have to spread our light to the world. So make sure that you are doing that during this full moon, okay? Let's get any final messages. And my camera might cut off because of memory and shit. So if it do, it is what it is. I hope y'all enjoyed the message. Let's go ahead and see. Why is Mother Earth here? Feel loved and comforted. So I feel like if you had a pregnancy where you did not spend your pregnancy with your child's father or whatever thing like that, I kind of feel like on your spiritual path, giving birth, you are going to come into contact with your soulmate, with a person that you love, with the person who's willing to rub your feet while you're pregnant and rub your belly and allow you to be their muse and you be their muse. It's kind of like this person is gifting you with ideas. This person is gifting you with the motivation and the confidence and the love and the care to kind of like nurture yourself. Because I feel like once you come into this new relationship, you're going to have more a boost of energy, because this person is coming in and they're giving you some of their energy. So now you finally have somebody in your life who's contributing to your energy, to your goals, to your ambition, and not just taking. Okay, let yourself feel all your emotions. I feel like the reason why you have to allow yourself to feel all your emotions is so that you can heal them, so that you can get through them. God is not going to bring this new love in, this new abundance, this new success, this new fame in until you are able to handle it, until you have already healed from things that were hurting you, so that you're not carrying those things with you in your day-to-day life. If you want to be a small business owner, but you have trauma, you know, you can't get up and wake up every day and want to perform your business or want to do what you have to do if you're holding on to past resentment, because somewhere in your body that anger is fueling and it's making your back hurt, or it's making you tired, or it's making you angry or upset, and you're putting that energy out into your business, which is what you don't want to do. So own your divine power. Allow yourself to feel all your feelings. All your feelings are valid. If you want to cry one day, cry. If you want to feel sad one day, feel sad. If you want to be angry and upset and cuss somebody out, go ahead. Go ahead. A lot of people tend to think that kids are bad for throwing temper tantrums and blah, 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 blah. But no, kids are pure. That's all they know. They know how to get out their emotions. They know how to allow themselves to feel their emotions and then let that shit the fuck go. Yeah, I'm going to cry. Yeah, I'm going to throw a temper tantrum. But in 2 minutes, I'm going to forget about that shit. Why? Because I allow myself to feel those emotions and I let that shit go. Period. You're needing to take time to look in the mirror, to reevaluate yourself, to ask yourself. I feel like a lot of times when we don't have love, when we don't have a good family or support system or a best friend, we tend to think like, oh, this person is doing this wrong. Everybody hates me. Everybody's doing me wrong. But it's time to look at ourselves. It's time to reflect on ourselves and our issues and what we have going on and what we need to heal from, so that we can vibrationally match better individuals who we want to align with, not people who are going to take from us or steal from us or take our energy or anything like that. We are wanting to attract people who are literally the epitome of give and take. Like, where we empty ourselves out into them, they pour themselves back out into us. It's kind of like we're wanting that, but first we're needing to realize that there are things within ourselves that we have to eliminate before we can have this. Before we can have this greatness and this success and this love and this abundance, we have to be willing to make space in our life, okay? Any other messages before we end it off? I feel like this is a beautiful read today, y'all. Forgiveness heals. I feel like I've been seeing so many of my exes come into my job, come into my life, and it's just kind of like, even though I don't want to be with them, I think it's very important that I forgive them. I think it's very important that I forgive myself for allowing certain things. I think it's very important that I look back at past relationships and I really assess what went wrong, because a lot of times when people break up, they just want to forget about the person instead of actually analyzing, hey, why was this person in my life? What did they do well for me? What did they do bad for me? What can I change about me? How can I make my next situation something different? Okay, so I feel like we're needing to forgive our family, our friends, people who have mistreated us, people who have raped us, abused us, physically abused us, mentally abused us, emotionally abused us. We are needing to dissipate that. We're needing to erase those things from us. Okay, one final one: ceremonies and celebrations, pregnancies, childbirth, fame, celebrity status. I'm hearing just overall abundance and happiness and spiritual path, going, meeting your soul family, meeting your soul tribe, meeting people who love you, meeting people who want to see you be happy, meeting business partners, meeting people who want to invest in you and your business. It's all coming together. It's all coming into fruition. But during this time, during these next 2 months, it's really important and imperative that you make your dreams come true, that you do what you have to do, that you put in the work in order to. If you're a gardener and you're trying to plant seeds and you want to see a big ass garden, you got to be out there clipping them weeds. You got to be out there, weeding out the bullshit and making sure that you do what you have to do for you. So I hope this reading was good for y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Again, I am taking personal readings. You can cash at me at moneysigncapricecooks. You can also email me or book me at capricecooks@icloud.com. Okay, y'all? I'm out of here.